Hey, it's me, Marissa, your favorite historical costumer, and we are about 1 week out from Penzic. I've been sewing like a madwoman, but I want to show you the process of making the tunica, which was basically the undergarment worn by everybody in Roman society, but for women, it was typically worn down to the ankle. For kids, like about their knees, same thing with men. And then there's another layer if you were a married woman, a matron, that was called a stola. And that was another type of dress that went over your tunica. And then to wrap it all up together, you had this long piece of fabric. I believe it was about maybe 5 or 6 feet. And that is called the palla. And you would drape that over your arm, around your back, and around your head. So I'm gonna show you what I'm working on. This is for my daughter. Now, again, her outfits are not going to be 100% historically accurate because I'm trying to rush through all this sewing for her because she's outgrown everything. But this is just a general idea. So this is basically part of the outfit. The white is the tunica, and for some people, they either had it sewn up all the way, but for my daughter, I did gaps and put pretty pearlized buttons that I got from my friend. And some women or younger kids, they will wear just the tunica by itself and then have a belt around it. Again, if you're a matron or married woman, you will wear a stolo, which would be a dress that goes over. Now, this V-neck is not historically accurate, but I do like the way it looks. And sometimes you could either pin the fabric with brooches. What I did was I sewed it a little bit and then used the excess fabric to just tie it into a bow because my daughter really likes bows. And as you can see, it's down to the floor. Now, if the purple garment wasn't on there, what my daughter would typically do, and what any ancient Roman child or teen could do, is once you have your belt on this, you would basically blouse the tunica over the belt to the length that you wanted it, which would typically be about mid-calf or knees. And the great thing about these is that when it's made, typically the measurement for your tunica goes from elbow to elbow, and then the length is from shoulder to ankle. It does give you a lot of space to grow in. So whether you get taller, whether you get bigger, whether you get pregnant, it will fit either way. And back to the complete outfit, like I said, a stolo will be worn by married women, matrons. Like I said, you will wrap it around. Sometimes you could tuck it into the belt, and you will wear the excess as a veil, a head covering. And again, it will usually be about 5 or 6 feet long. It's a very long piece of fabric. For this one, I'm using a sari. So this is what it essentially would look like.